In 1999, a blood-soaked pilot named Petey Shelbourne stumbles into a dusty pawn shop, clutching a grotesque toy monkey with lifeless eyes and a pair of tiny drums. Desperate and rambling, he warns the shop owner that the monkey is cursed. When it beats its drum, death follows. The shopkeeper laughs it off, until a mouse bites through a wire, tipping a harpoon-wielding statue. The gun fires, impaling the owner and yanking out his intestines as it retracts. Petey, horrified but determined, grabs a flamethrower and tries to incinerate the damned monkey. After that horrific night, Petey vanishes, abandoning his wife, Lois, and their twin sons, Hal and Bill. Years later, adult Hal reflects bitterly on his strained relationship with his brother. Hal was shy and fearful, Bill, cruel and domineering. Lois, now raising the boys alone, harbors her own jaded view of the world, coloring their childhood with cynicism and quiet dread. While digging through their father's belongings, the boys discover the monkey again, its box ominously labeled like life. Curious, Bill winds the key on its back. Nothing. The horror seems dormant. Later, while at a hibachi restaurant with their babysitter Annie, Hal leaves the monkey in the car. But as the monkey's drums begin their haunting rhythm, chaos strikes. Inside the restaurant, the flirtatious chef suddenly slips, his spatula swings with deadly force, slicing Annie's head clean off. Her skull lands sizzling on the grill as flames crackle around it. At school, Bill causes the other kids to taunt Hal because he carries the monkey around with him. In his frustration, Hal tries to use the monkey to kill Bill. After he turns the key, he waits for something to happen. Bill returns home where Lois is baking, then suddenly, blood pours from every orifice in her face. She collapses in a twitching heap, dead before she hits the floor. At her funeral, a shattered Bill sobs and pleads for her to wake up. Hal, shaken by the brutal randomness of death, tries to end it, hacking the monkey to pieces. The boys are sent to live with their Uncle Chip and Aunt Ida in a new town, hoping to escape the curse. But the monkey returns, eerily intact, waiting. Bill, still skeptical that the monkey is responsible for the recent deaths, winds it one more time. During a camping trip, Uncle Chip is trampled to death by a stampede of wild horses, his body pulped inside his sleeping bag. Horrified, the boys lock the monkey in its box and hurl it down a deep, dark well, praying it's buried for good. 25 years later, Hal lives in isolation, scarred by the deaths that haunted his youth. He has a son now, Petey, whom he only dares to see once a year, terrified that the curse might find him too. When he arrives to pick up Petey, he learns that his ex-wife and her smug new husband, Dr. Ted Hammerman, a so-called expert, are cutting Hal out of his son's life. Ted is adopting Petey. The message is clear: Hal is a danger, and they want him gone, but evil has a way of circling back. Aunt Ida now lives alone. She descends into her basement, only for the rotted stairs to collapse beneath her. She crashes down, landing face-first into a snarl of old fish hooks that dig into her skin like hungry teeth. She treats herself with rubbing alcohol, but a strange noise hisses from the stove. Curious, she leans in, too close. The burners erupt in flames, engulfing her head in a flash of fire. Screaming, she bolts from the house, only to run face-first into the jagged tip of a for sale sign, ending her agony in one swift, brutal jab. Later, her possessions are sold off, and among them, the monkey, waiting patiently, is picked up by Ricky, a lonely kid and son of a local cop. Hal takes Petey to a motel as part of their road trip to a horror-themed amusement park. Petey, working on a school project about family trees, starts asking about Hal's past. Hal lies and says he never had a brother, but opens up a little about Lois. That night, Hal's phone rings. It's Bill, the brother Hal hasn't spoken to in decades. Bill warns him, the monkey is back. Hal needs to return to Aunt Ida's house to handle her estate. As Hal stands outside, he notices water leaking into a pool. A woman is about to dive in. Just as he sees a fan falling into the water, before Hal can warn her that the water is electrified, she jumps in and her body explodes. Hal knows now, the monkey is active again. He wakes Petey, and they flee. At Ida's house, Hal and Petey meet Barbara, a relentlessly upbeat real estate agent. Petey is annoyed to discover from her that Hal does, in fact, have a brother. As Barbara walks them through the property, she mentions a rash of recent accidents since Ida's death. She opens a closet, and a shotgun falls out, firing point blank. Barbara is blown apart, and Hal, frozen in horror, finds a piece of her finger in his mouth. It's revealed that Bill has been behind the recent carnage. He's been activating the monkey, using Ricky to retrieve it, all in a twisted plan to get revenge. He believes Hal turning the monkey's key all those years ago caused their mother's death. Now, Bill wants Hal dead, and he wants Petey to be the one to do it. In the process, more innocent people die, including Hal's coworker Dwayne, who chokes violently on his vape pen, another casualty of the cursed toy. Ricky kidnaps Hal and Petey and brings them to Bill's lair. Petey is forced inside, navigating a gauntlet of deadly booby traps before meeting the unhinged Bill. Outside, Ricky keeps Hal at gunpoint until he scratches his head and accidentally pulls the trigger, hitting a nearby wasp's nest. The monkey starts to play. A split second later, the entire swarm bursts from the nest and surges down Ricky's throat, ripping their way out through his face. Hal breaks free and charges into the building to confront Bill, who is frantically slamming the monkey's arms, begging it to kill. The drum beats accelerate. The air trembles. Then, outside, a plane crashes into the town, unleashing hellfire and flattening the population in one apocalyptic instant. In the quiet after the horror, Hal tries to talk to Bill, hoping for reconciliation. For a moment, Bill seems to soften, maybe things can finally change. But the monkey has other plans. One last beat. A trap triggers. A bowling ball rockets across the room and obliterates Bill's head in a wet, final splatter. Hal and Petey leave, wordless. They drive through the carnage-strewn streets, the monkey silent in the back seat. At a red light, they watch a pale rider on a white horse drift past, a chilling embodiment of death. He then invites Petey to go dancing, since Lois used to love doing that. Petey accepts. They drive off, and as they pass a bus full of cheerleaders, a nearby truck sideswipes it, decapitating every single one of them. If you found an old, creepy toy monkey that started causing bizarre accidents around you, would you keep it, destroy it, or run for your life? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wild recaps and twisted tales. See you next time.